Step into the damn bar, under neon haze. Big B's reviews, got the crowd ablaze. Foam rising high like a toast to the moon. Every sip's a journey, every pint in tune. He's the prophet of hops.
Welcome back, y'all, to the damn bar for another... Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. I'm a dumbass, I know. Another Big B beer review. All right, today we have here the Lantern Imperial Pumpkin Ale from the Florida Avenue Brewing Company in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Coming in at 8.5% alcohol by volume. Alrighty then. It's got a canned on date here of... Looks like, okay, July 14th, 2025. It's an Imperial Ale, so Imperial Ale, they age well. And so it doesn't really matter. We are in January of 2026. So, fun fact, obviously I was going to use this for Christmas time stuff, but the Advent calendar usually takes up the whole month, and I actually was going to try to get to it in November and forgot I even had it, so yeah, I'm dropping the ball. But you know what? It's still winter time. It's it's the deepness part of winter time, right? We're getting there, January, February, and man, boy, it is frigid hot outside. I mean, I'm just walking out and cutting the air thick, sweating, you know, that good old winter sweat. You gotta love that winter sweat. It is just so nice. Everybody loves to sweat during winter, you know. God, I love it. No, I hate it, actually. That's why I hate Florida. Maybe just because I've lived down here my entire life and I want the cold. I work in a freezer and I love it. Finally, I got a job there working in the freezer. Right? All right, shut up. Let's get into it. Okay, so you guys know me, I'm not a big pumpkin ale person. Never really been a big pumpkin fan. And I can smell like the pumpkin spices and stuff like that coming off of it. But not very strong out of the can. That's a beauty. Florida Avenue Brewery puts out a lot of awesome beers. They really do. Whoa! Bazinga! Wow! A lot of flavor packed right there just in the foam there in the head. Whoa! Pumpkin spice all day long. Not the biggest pumpkin spice fan, but it's there. Boy, that head's dissipating fast too. But anyway, take a look. Very nice. The Lantern. Fun fact, the Florida Avenue Brewing Company has its relations to Cigar City Brewing Company, as the Redners co-founded both breweries. They started with Cigar City. And they started in Tampa, Florida with both of them. And yeah, I'll get more into that in a minute here. Let's take a good gander at this here beer. Little hazy. Didn't have much head retention, you know what I mean? But it's an Imperial Ale. The higher the ABV, usually you start to see less head retention. There's some lacing going on there. Color-wise, yeah, I think I'm going to get on down to about, yeah, let's say about 13. All right, crack them open, pour them up. Let's get to drinking. All right. Freshen it up. Another fun fact about the Florida Avenue Brewing, how I told you how they were connected, yada yada. I've said this before on this channel, and they opened up not even maybe 10 years ago or so, and they sued a restaurant known as the Florida Avenue Diner for the name Florida Avenue. Yeah, the Florida Avenue Diner had been there forever, and they sued them, and they won, and they had to change their name. And then what do? They moved to Wesley Chapel. And shame on them for that, but they make beer, and I love beer, and I just can't help myself, and I know, and I got problems, but shame on them. Yeah. Salute. Whoa. Wow. Okay, that's potent stuff. I like this. This is not pumpkin spice forward heavy at all. This, to me, wow. The head of this thing, when I got the nip of the head, was like, it tasted like pumpkin spice. I thought I was going to be punched in the face with cinnamon and nutmeg and all that crap. But no. The body of this beer is way, way different. Oof. What it does have too, though, is that you could tell it's an Imperial. But this one is more pumpkin forward, which I like that a lot. Wow. Medium to light in the body. It's very smooth. But it's got a boozy punch. Man. The spices are near the front. But then it's mainly pumpkin. It's not pumpkin spice. It's like the flavor of pumpkin. You know what I mean? You know, it's like unsweet, just regular pumpkin. I actually like that. I like that a lot. Wow. Oh, and just in case you're wondering, yeah, they moved out of Wesley Chapel where their main brewery is now, but they did finally go back and reopen another location on Florida Avenue in Tampa, Florida. If you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Man, that's not bad. That is not bad, though. I like that. I like the fact that it's not punching me in the face with the pumpkin spice, that it's pumpkin. It's like everything you expect a pumpkin ale to be, you know? It's really nice. But it is very boozy, too. It almost tastes like it could be higher, you know, ABV than, you know, 8.5. That's kind of a, Food-wise, with this one, obviously pumpkin pie. You know, it'd obviously be a good one. But, I mean, getting out of the dessert and the obvious, you know, let's get into like a savory, a mainstream, an entree. I like to try to always pick an entree. You know, what would I be able to have dinner-wise with this? And that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. But it's not really. This would go good with Parmesan crusted chicken from Longhorn Steakhouse. That to me, that's the best ever in the world. But even if you make it yourself, just Parmesan chicken, especially if you get it, you know, crusted on top. Oh yeah, that'd be good. All right. See what the interwebs thinks. All right. On Beer Advocate, it doesn't have the 1 through 100, but it does have an average rating of 3.66, and that's with 8 ratings on Beer Advocate. On Untapped, with over 1.1 thousand reviews, it gets an average of 3.73. All right, would I buy this beer again? I'll put the information up here next to me. But basically what you get it for after adding a 7% sales tax is about $13.90 for a 6-pack. That's roughly $2.31 for a 12-ounce beer. And that's about 19 cents an ounce. Now, I'm guesstimating on that one because there's some issues with the price in there. I'm not totally 100%. But For that price, I'd absolutely buy this beer again. This is great, and it's right down the road. You know, not really literally right down the road. It's like 35 minutes or so from my house. You know, with traffic, it can be a lot worse, especially now. I moved out here, and the entire city of Tampa is trying to move out here with me, and fucking everything up. So, anyways, with that being said, I would buy it again. Big B beer review grade. Memory Bells 5. Craveability 7 out of 10. Like I told you, I'm not the biggest pumpkin beer guy, but this one is a good one. So 7 out of 10. The booziness and all that factors into the way into the Big B beer review. And I'm gonna give that Big B beer review grade. With that being said, I'm gonna give this one a B. But you know what? It couldn't be any more, it couldn't be any less than a B, because I think if you took the booziness out of it, that it just wouldn't be what it is. It would probably be a little bit too pumpkin spice, and it just wouldn't be everything nice. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I hope you all have enjoyed watching this as much as I have enjoyed drinking it. If so, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever been to the Florida Avenue Brewing Company, or if you'd like to just have any questions or anything. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, because I got plenty more great reviews of blind taste challenges, home brews, and more. You hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And I hope to see you all here at the Damn Bar for the next one. Until next time, salute and happy days.